Today I'm gonna react to how China manufacturing luxury brands and how it works nowadays in the business. So let's see what they are talking about.
Have y'all seen the TikToks that China is putting out about all the secrets on how luxury items are made, and they're just slapping the names on it? Y'all.
Behind every luxury label is a story, but this time it's not coming from Paris or Milan, it's coming from the factory floor in China, and it changes everything. For decades, luxury fashion sold as a dream: Italian leather, Parisian runways, and made in France labels. But behind the scenes, much of it was made in China, and now the people behind the curtain are pulling it back.
Which Chinese factory supplies for Louis Vuitton?
So now they are talking about how it's gonna be when the tariffs of USA and other things is happening in the world, gonna provide and sell this sort of products, and it exposes how they are really made in cheaper labeled jobs. So it's interesting to see what is happening and what changes are gonna go through in this future.
Let me tell you the secret. Louis Vuitton have many Chinese suppliers, but they just don't admit it. 50% of the Louis Vuitton bag are from these two places, Guangzhou City and Dongguan City. 90% of Louis Vuitton silk is from Wanshili in Hangzhou City. I have a friend who is a manager in the factory of Louis Vuitton, and he told me that a similar quality one just needs $50. This is crazy, right?
Recently, Chinese manufacturers have begun.
So the thing is that they producing the products for just around $50 and then sell it for over $1,000, so it's a very big price gap, and now people start realizing that the product is much more cheaper to produce than what we expected before. But many people don't think about this and just buy it to get a higher status and things like that.
And identifying themselves as the real creators of luxury goods. In viral videos on social media, factory owners reveal the truth. They've been making bags, shoes, clothes, and accessories for the world's biggest brands for years, silently. But here's the twist. Many of these products are made in China, then quietly shipped to Italy, France, or Spain for one final step. So
they ship to France and Italy and just label it as a higher priced product. But in the real world they produce in China in a bigger amount and then send it out to other countries to sell it out to the end customers for bigger profits. It's interesting to see how the whole process works, and what do you think is gonna happen now that when they have exposed this kind of business?
A logo, adding a label, or boxing the item. That simple detour legally earns them a Made in Italy tag and justifies a markup of thousands of dollars. And now the veil is lifting, these same factories are asking a provocative question. Why not just buy it from us directly?
This Birkin bag at Hermes boutique will cost you 38,000 USD. But what is the real cost out of the factory? Today, I'm going to break it down in front of you, step by step. First thing first, Hermes only used the leathers from the 3 top-level suppliers. The same leather as this one will cost 450 USD. And one piece of the leather is only enough to make one Birkin, okay? And next, thread. And of course, for Hermes Birkin, the thread is also the best top level. It's called Fil al Chinois from France. This is actually the Rolls Royce in thread. For each bag, the cost is 25 USD. And then the hardware. See, this hardware is called 316 hardware. It's also known as the ocean stainless steel because it can withstand the erosion of seawater. It's the best stainless steel. For one piece of bag, the hardware will cost 150 USD. The edge oil. This edge oil is imported from Italy. It's called heat seal edge oil. For each bag, it will cost 50 USD. The interior lining, it used lambskin imported from France. For each bag, the cost will be 100 USD. And also inside, there is a zipper from Riri brand. The zipper for one bag is 10 USD. And then the cost of human resource. Human resource cost will be 600 USD. Package. Now, this is not as expensive, it's 10 USD. So now, to sum those up, the total cost will be 1,400 USD for one Birkin out of factory.
So this bag he shows how they build it together is much more cheaper to build than to sell, but that's the whole point, I guess. You see, they are importing stuff from Paris and France, like all the products to build this bag, and then they ship it back to the France and Italy to just print the label on it. So it's very cool to see that they do this kind of business and how it started to work, and it is many people that buy those kinds of products out in the world. So many people think it's a status symbol, but in the real world it might just be a cheap product like everything else, but the only difference is that it has a different text on it. So it depends on the person what you want to purchase, like if you like higher end stuff or if you just want the cheaper stuff, but it probably comes from the same manufacturer from the beginning.
Why Hermes will charge you 38,000 USD for one bag? That's because more than 90% of the price is paid for its logo.
Now manufacturers are cutting out the middleman. With the rise of live stream shopping and e-commerce platforms like Alibaba and TikTok Shop, they're speaking directly to you, the consumer, and their offer the same quality for a fraction of the price. These revelations threaten to unravel the myth of exclusivity and expose profit margins that stretch into the thousands of percent. For years, Western luxury brands relied on the skill, speed, and scale of Chinese factories. But those same hands now want credit and control. They're branding themselves, they're telling their stories, and they're daring the customer to rethink what luxury really means. What we're witnessing is the democratization of luxury. When the people who make the goods sell the goods, the story changes. So next time you shop, ask yourself, are you paying for the product or the logo?
What do you think? Are you paying for the product or the logo? What do you prefer as a customer? Me on myself, I prefer cheaper products that still looks good but is cheaper to buy and consume, because I have not that need of making an impression on someone else with luxury brands like this. So you can comment if you want and answer this question if you find this interesting. And hope you follow me through this video and liked it. So